Chris Matthews, who is also in Charlotte. Chris, we had just a moment, just a brief pause in the program between the keynote speech by Julián Castro and the First Lady's speech, the introduction and then the First Lady's speech. And in that brief moment, you described the Julián Castro speech as one of the greatest speeches you've ever heard. I got to ask you why you said that, what it was about that speech that you liked so much, and what do you think it did tonight?
I think it's very important for people like you and I, whose families came from Europe ultimately, to begin to understand that people whose families came from Latin America have a very similar immigrant experience. Latinos and Latinas, they really are brought up to be self-reliant, to make it in this new country, not to rely on government for anything more than maybe a good education, a good public education. But they don't expect to be somehow victims of this society or somehow needy people. They hope very much to share fully in the opportunities of this country, to become ultimately perhaps a bit upper middle class, to get to the top of their ambitions. And I think that's really important. I've never heard it put so well, the immigrant experience of the person who came from the South as well as from the West or from Asia even. I think that was really important. And to say that the Latino, the guys like him and the women like him, their dreams are not just parallel with other people, they are fresh. They're hopeful right now to get what a lot of our families got generations ago. It's a very alive statement about the American dream, and it has nothing to do with wanting to have dependency on government or welfare as a long-term proposition. I thought it really challenged the middle. I think it was hopeful toward the middle. I think the vow was aiming at the base. The governor of Massachusetts, I think he was aiming at the other third of the Latinos who are still holding out for the Republican side.